The first place wasn't remote. That's probably why I didn't question anything right away. It was a rental apartment just outside a coastal town. Not a hotel, not a resort. Just one of those places listed online with clean photos. I booked it for 3 nights. It looked normal. Small, modern, quiet. The host didn't message me directly. Everything was automated. I got a code for a lockbox, instructions to retrieve a key, and a reminder to follow the exit protocol when leaving. That last line stood out a little, but I assumed it was just wording. The apartment door opened without any issue. Inside, everything matched the photos. Same furniture, same layout, same lighting. But the first thing I noticed was the second door. It was in the hallway, across from the bathroom. It wasn't in any of the listing photos. It looked like a normal interior door. No lock on the outside, just a plain handle. I assumed it led to storage, or maybe another unit. That night, I followed the check-in instructions again. That's when I noticed something. The instructions mentioned, do not open any internal doors. There was no layout included. I went back through the listing. No mention of extra doors, no warnings, no explanation. I stood in the hallway for a while, looking at that door. I didn't open it. The next morning, I left early. When I came back in the afternoon, the bathroom light was on. I was sure I'd turned it off. I checked the front door. Still locked. No sign of forced entry. That night, I noticed the door in the hallway wasn't fully closed anymore. It was slightly open, not enough to see inside. I didn't open the door that night either. Instead, I pushed it closed. The next morning, a new automated reminder. Ensure all internal doors remain closed during your stay. Sent at 3:12 a.m. I decided to leave early. I packed everything. That's when I noticed the last step. Return the key and confirm all internal doors are secured. I left without opening it. A few hours later, I got a message. Exit protocol incomplete. No explanation. I didn't go back. The second place was a motel. The kind you only stay at because you're too tired to keep driving. The front desk was behind glass. The man behind it didn't greet me. He just looked at me until I said I needed a room. The form asked for an estimated departure time. Not date. Time. I left it blank. He gave me a key. Room 12. Every car in the parking lot was backed into its space. All of them. My car was the only one facing forward. Inside, the air felt still. That's when I heard an engine starting. One by one, the cars pulled out slowly. Within minutes, the lot was empty, except for my car. After midnight, I heard footsteps outside, not walking past, stopping right outside my door. No knocking, just presence. The next morning, the lot was full again. Different cars, same pattern, all backed in. I went to check out early. The man looked at my form. The section I'd left blank now had a time written in it. A later one. You can stay until then, he said. I noticed a board with room numbers. Next to each number was a time. I didn't stay to find out what happened next. The third place was a guided tour through a restricted nature reserve. You had to follow a marked route. That was the rule. The guide said, stay on the path. Don't separate. If you see markers that don't match the map, ignore them. But after an hour, the markers were changing. The symbols didn't match the map. The paint looked fresh. The path split. The guide took the left path without hesitation. I checked the map again. It didn't make sense. We passed a sign. It said, return using the last confirmed route. The guide didn't acknowledge it. The group became quieter. We reached a clearing that wasn't on the map. The guide stopped. For the first time, He hesitated. He said something that didn't match. "We'll wait here." No explanation. We hadn't seen any other groups. Just us. By the time we reached the starting point, everything looked normal. But the map at the entrance had been updated. A section of the trail was now marked restricted due to maintenance. It covered the exact area we had walked through. No one said anything. We just left. Like the path we took wasn't supposed to be remembered.